Good afternoon, Pokesports. I'm your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Today, my friends, I am showing you an updated Violence team. Of course, this is the normal Violence team that I've been bringing to the Battle Arena every single week ever since Series 1 started, which it's been 11 days, so it hasn't all been that much. But the thing is, I've been making little tweaks to it every single week just so I can keep up with the meta, just so I can keep up with my understanding of what the meta is, and to show you that I actually am putting in an effort this series for VGC. So, of course, we are going to be picking Violence for this team, consisting of the Farigiraf, Tyranitar, Goldengo, Palafin, Garchomp, and Murkrow. Couple of subtle changes that I made this time. I haven't changed any Pokemon, although I feel like that's coming pretty soon. I changed the Murkrow to actually have Foul Play, and I changed the Garchomp instead of Dragon Claw to have Earthquake. Still has Brick Break, still has Iron Head. If you've been catching up with those videos, if you're all caught up with those videos, then you know why I have Brick Break on that Garchomp by accident, and then I just kept it. So today, my friends, we are choosing Violence. Let's go. All right, and right into our first battle here. It's a Trick Room team with the Indeedee, Torkoal, Armarouge, Sylveon, Annihilate, and Hydreigon. So I think for this, I know this team pretty well at this point, my team. So I feel like if I'm going to be using something against Trick Room, which who's using Trick Room here? I guess that's Armarouge. Then I'm bringing in Farigiraf. Farigiraf will have the Imprison for Trick Room, will not necessarily have too much to worry about minus the Hydreigon. And so for that reason, I feel like bringing in the Palafin is relatively safe. I don't have any fairy moves on this team. So that's just kind of what it's going to be against the Hydreigon. It usually would go for a Terastallization anyway. Murkrow doesn't really need to be there. This team's slow anyway, so we can bring Goldengo against the Sylveon, the Indeedee, the Annihilate, and the Hydreigon. And then we can also I would even bring Garchomp for a situation like this. Yeah, I think that just makes the most sense here. Tyranitar doesn't necessarily, no, hold up. There's the Sun. I totally forgot about the Sun. We're taking out Torkoal with the Sun there. There we go. So we'll pop that in. We don't have the Garchomp for this battle, but I don't think we need it. I think we have enough power on our side to deal with their utility and to deal with a Hydreigon. So here we go into the first game here, sending out Hydreigon and Annihilate. Yeah, so we kind of assumed that Hydreigon was the one that was going to come out here. That's going to be a final Gambit off of that Annihilate, huh? All right, well, that said, I feel like I can go and swap. Hold up. I'm not sure what the Hydreigon is actually planning on doing here, but I don't think that I'm going to keep in the Farigiraf. I think I'm just going to swap that into T-Tar here, actually. We'll swap that. And we're going to go for the... we're going to go for the Terastallized Flip Turn, I think. Yeah, why not? I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, we'll just get out of there. My Pokemon's going to be going first. I'm just going to flip things around here. We don't need to have Tyranitar out necessarily. I just need Tyranitar to set up the sand. What I do need is Goldengo out, I think. I'm honestly just flipping things around here because what the Hydreigon can possibly do is go for a Dark Pulse on the Farigiraf, which would be super effective. If it does, it's going to hit my Tyranitar, which is obviously not going to take that much damage at all. If the Annihilate uses Final Gambit on the Farigiraf slot, then that's okay. But I can bring out the Goldengo here just in case we get a Final Gambit attacked on my Palafin from the Annihilate. The only way that this goes poorly for me is if the Hydreigon goes for a Dark Pulse on my Palafin, but I don't understand why that would be a thing. So yeah, Final Gambit did happen on Palafin, which is now Goldengo. Dark Pulse did happen on the Tyranitar exactly according to Keikaku, my friends. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what a beautiful first turn here. We can actually go for the rock slide, I suppose. That's going to be a final gambit on my Tyranitar. So let's actually hit the protect there. And that could be a Dark Pulse on my Goldengo. Do I care? I don't know if I care. Well, let's find out, right? Why not? No one's getting hurt except for their team. I just kind of want to see what they do. Yeah, no one's going to take their Pokemon out here. I'm just going to protect with both sides. Everyone's protecting today. That's fun. Tyranitar's hitting the protect. And the final gambit was going to go on the Tyranitar, but not happening today. That just means that the Hydreigon takes a little bit of extra damage. This Annihilate doesn't actually matter right now. It's just living to take out my Tyranitar, which is fine, I guess. I have no way of protecting against that final gambit right now. It's just what's going to happen. So I might as well go for the second protect, and then I might as well go for the Make It Rain, I suppose. Because the Hydreigon has nothing else to do but probably Dark Pulse my Goldengo. So I might as well hit the Make It Rain. Because I believe that Goldengo is going to go later. This is going to be a Terrastalize, was that Steel on the Hydreigon? No, that's going to be a Terra Dark. Ooh, okay. I don't hate that. Like, it's going to do a lot of damage to my Goldengo. It might even take my Goldengo out. But hey, that's life. So here we go. It didn't hit the protect. That's unfortunate. The final gambit is going to go off. Oh, that's surprising. Very surprising that didn't take out my Tyranitar, but totally makes sense because we've taken a ton of damage, a ton of HP off of that Annihilate, right? And the way the final gambit works is it uses the amount of HP that you have to do damage to the opponent. Goldengo doesn't survive this, unfortunately, but that's okay because neither will the Hydreigon. The Hydreigon's actually going to go down to sand here because Make It Rain did just enough damage. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so now we just have those last two Pokemon on the other side, and I still have the ability to swap out my Tyranitar if I so need to. I'm going to bring up Farigiraf here because this could be the moment that they hit the Trick Room. That is an Armarouge, so I don't want that. And who's the other one? Yeah, that's Sylveon. Sylveon is just kind of the way to go, isn't it? The nice thing, okay, the nice thing is I can actually ignore, weather because the Torkoal isn't here. We'll go for a Rock Slide because I think our Pokemon are going down anyway. This is likely going to just be a Hyper Voice, and a Trick Room. So I can imprison that Trick Room right now. Actually, and if I imprison, hold up, if I imprison, then I imprison the Hyper Voice. But it's not going to be. It's going to be the Armor Cannon on the Farigiraf slot. That's totally fine. It's going to do a ton of damage, and my... oh, wait, if I go next. If Farigiraf goes next. Yep. And the Sylveon. Can't use Hyper Voice. I love that so much. Unfortunately, it's not going to matter too much. The Farigiraf is going to go down here because of the sand. And that's okay. But hey, you know what? I got some extra damage off. My Tyranitar gets to live another day. And my Palafin gets to take out the Armarouge. So we're sitting pretty pretty. I underwent a heroic transformation. Now I think all that there is left to do is go for the Rock Slide here. Go for the Wave Crash, I guess it has to be. Because I want to take out the Armarouge before the Armarouge can do any damage, and I'm going to do that because I'm Choice Scarfed. I'm just faster than them. Yeah. This might be a bad choice. We'll see if this is a bad choice. That Imprison was choice, though. Because this is a Trick Room team. There you go. Because this is a Trick Room team, we know that the Sylveon is slower than the rest of the team. They built it to be slower than the rest of the team. And so that made my Tyranitar faster. I believe that there is a way to make your Sylveon faster than Tyranitar. But, you know, just based on my headcanon here, I'm pretty sure that this is intentional. Okay, so the Sandstorm's going to subside. Oh, Palafin. This is why we choose violence, my friends. All right, and then we'll just go for a wave crash on it. This whole battle, I believe, I would say, revolved around that one read at the very beginning, right? Where the Hydreigon went for Dark Pulse on the Farigiraf slot, and where the other Pokemon went for that one move that I've totally forgotten. But you know what I mean? Oh, it was the Amulet going for Final Gambit on the Palafin slot. That became a Goldango. The Annihilate took a bunch of unnecessary damage, and that led to the Tyranitar living the Final Gambit later on. So that was wonderful. That was a great first game. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's hop right into the second game. Let's see if we can pull out another win. All right, this next battle is against Natch. Coming in with the Scizor. Ooh, the Garganical. Well, this is a sand team. This is fun. Tyranitar, Amoonguss, Goldango, and Dragonite. Now, what this means is three of their Pokemon are not going to be affected by sand. I almost feel like this revolves around sand, and so I don't think we need to bring in the Tyranitar at all. Yeah, because the Scizor there going for steel moves are going to be really bad for my Tyranitar. They would really like to take some special moves instead, and that's just with the Goldango, and that's going to be steel. That would be painful anyway. Boy, we can go for Palafin here. I almost think that leading with Garchomp is the right idea. But you know what? We can lead with Murkrow, and that'll be totally fine. The Focus Sash needs to go. That needs to be in a Violite. I've played too much with Murkrow to keep that as a Focus Sash. Especially against the sand team. Their team's just kind of naturally slow, so why don't we not go for that? We'll go for Garchomp, Goldango, and Farigiraf. What's Farigiraf actually going to do? Nothing, so it's Murkrow in the back. No, let's bring Tyranitar in the back just because we have no better options. Yeah, why not? I suppose I could have brought in Farigiraf to go for Psychics on the Amoonguss slot, but I don't know. I think bringing in Tyranitar, even though I didn't want to bring in Tyranitar, is going to be just fine. It means we can go for Rock Slides on the Scizor. It means we can go for things on the things. Anyway, here we go with Palafin and Garchomp. If I did bring out Murkrow, though, I'll say this much. If I did bring out Murkrow, this would be a great opportunity to Earthquake. That would have done a lot to Tyranitar. Because right now, what can I do? I can go for the Terra Water Flip Turn again. Or I can go for the Close Combat. Oh, but there's so many Pokemon out right now that I want to do damage with Palafin, but I need to get my Palafin out of here. Fine. I'll Flip Turn the Tyranitar. I'm going to Brick Break. No, hold up. Changing my mind last second. We're doing that, and we're doing that. No! I ran out of time. Oh, well, it didn't matter anyway. I changed my mind last second. I ended up going for the Ice Punch on the Dragonite, I guess. That's pretty cool. But I was going to Brick Break on the Tyranitar slot, because that's why we bring Brick Break, you know? Regardless, that's going to be an Iron Head on the Dragonite slot, which isn't great. I don't like that. Dragonite's going to use Extreme Speed here, which, oh man, that took out my Palafin. That's not good. Yeah, that was a bad choice on my part. Oh, it's not an Iron Head on the Dragonite. That's an Iron Head on that. Okay. Goodbye, Palafin. We hardly knew ye. I need to remember. I need to remember this this Dragonite. We'll go for Goldango, I guess. Man, because that would have been such an... Well, if I had hard swapped that out. I feel like it was always going to be taking that extreme speed damage, which isn't great. But we'll go for the Make It Rain here. We'll go for... I guess I can go for Brick Break now on the Dragonite, you know? It's just going to get redirected. Do I care? Do I care? You just go for Amoonguss. Just go for the Iron Head on the Amoonguss slot. I feel like if I go for the Iron Head, it'll do enough damage to even the Amoonguss. I don't care. Let's just go for that. Hello. What are we switching into? Goldango. No! I'm making such bad choices! Well, at least the Terra Steel Make It Rain is going to do a lot of damage. I'm so sad. Regardless, that'll definitely KO the Amoonguss. Look at that! Look at that! He has 2 Pokemon in the back there. He's got Tyranitar and Dragonite. Both of those take super effective damage to the Brick Break. And yet... and yet... You know? Anyway. The Goldango took enough damage to where I can start... I don't like it that it's a Dragonite. The Goldango took enough damage to where I can hit it with a Shadow Ball and expect to KO it. The Dragonite is normal type, so let's hit it with a Brick Break. Why not? Ooh, that did quite a... Okay, that's great. And my team goes first. My whole team goes first. I love that. And we took out the Goldango. Perfect. Perfect. All right, hands off. We're totally fine. As long as this isn't a Dragon Claw that takes out my... Oh, it's a Fire Punch. Okay. I think focusing on the Goldango is actually the wrong thing to do right now because I do have the ability to Earthquake next turn. Okay, so yeah, like take a look at this. Watch this. Oh, Dragonite's gonna get buffeted. That's not fun for him. We're gonna go for the Tyranitar. We're gonna hit the Protect. Hitting the Protect, going for the Earthquake, that's going to be super effective damage on the Tyranitar, the enemy Tyranitar. That's going to KO the Dragonite for sure. And we've already seen that Garchomp outspeeds it. I do have Sandveil too, so that's fun. So we'll hit that. And then we'll go for the Earthquake. This is why we bring Earthquake, my friends. There might be like 1 or 2 people out there who's like, no, don't use Earthquake on the Dragonite. This is what Terra does, right? It takes out the flying type, which it's so weird to try and use an Earthquake against a Dragonite. Oh, that's not an Assault Vest, actually. Oh, it is an Assault Vest, probably. I was just thinking because it used Extreme Speed and Fire Punch. No, it's fine. It's not a Choice Band is what it's not. That did so much damage to the Tyranitar, as expected. Anyway, the Dragonite's going to go down. Opposing T-Tar is going to use that on my T-Tar. Let's see if it misses. Yeah? Yeah, Sandveil. Oh, Sandveil. How I love you. We're going to go for that. We're going to go for the Iron Head. No, let's go for Brick Break. I outspeed. So, we did it. Yeah! I felt like I made a huge mistake leaving the Palafin in and just letting it kind of get one shot by that enemy right at the beginning. But I feel like... I mean, yes, I did make that mistake. I think we made up for it pretty well by the end of the game. So you know what? I still love violence. I still love violence. Let's go with this team again. One more time. Let's see if we can pull out just one more win. Watch out, my friends. It's Faker. Faker's here. Faker is going to try and take us down with the Kilowattrel. Oh, I don't like Kilowattrel teams. They're always kind of sneaky. Garchomp, Hydreigon, Goldango, Sylveon, and Amoonguss. So the reason I like my team, right? The reason I like my team is it deals with weather, it deals with speed, it deals with Trick Room, does a lot of that good stuff. But it is also good in that you don't necessarily need to be battling against those things. You can use it to your advantage, right? So I know that this Garchomp is not Sandville. I know that it's rough skin, so I can bring the Tyranitar in there. I don't need to bring the Farigiraf, although I kind of think that I want to because of the Sylveon. But I feel like the Goldengo just does so much more. Yeah, the Sylveon does, the Goldengo does so much more. I would rather power down the Sylveon than imprison its moves. Because it still can do other stuff, right? Usually runs Terra Blast, usually runs... I don't know what it actually runs apart from that. Calm Mind, but who cares about Calm Mind? What are Sylveon's other attacking moves now? I think it lost Mystical Fire, didn't it? Well, anyway. I guess we'll find out if we lose against this one. That's probably not a great way to be, right? I keep thinking like, oh, how am I going to lose against this guy? Anyway, that's going to be Murkrow and Palafin against Sylveon and Kilowattrel, which to me just screams hit the Tailwind and get on out of there. So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to hit the Tailwind. I feel like I can go for the Terra Water. I kind of want to go for the Terra Water on this. Yeah, but I won't. Not yet. There's really no need to just yet. You know what I mean? So we'll go into the Kilowattrel here. Murkrow's going to hit the Tailwind. I have a feeling that that's exactly what the Kilowattrel's going to do as well. That did quite a bit of damage. And that's going to go into the Goldengo. If the Kilowattrel does not hit Tailwind right now, then I think I win. But yeah, it's not going to do that. It's just going to go for the Tailwind, which is fine because now it's going to also get the Wind Power, charging it up. It's going to hit us with the Hyper Voice, and Murkrow's going to live that. That's the reason why I didn't swap into the Tyranitar, is if I did that, the Sand would have knocked out my Murkrow, which I wouldn't have liked. There's the Throat Spray. I think I'm going to just go ahead and haze that. I don't think it's a very good thing to have that on the field right now, so let's hit the Haze. This is fine to Terra here. Yeah. I think it's fine to Terra here. What's the problem if I do that? No problem. It'll just hit the Goldengo really hard if they swap into Goldengo themselves. So let's go for Make It Rain on them. Should take out the Kilowattrel, even though it's not very effective. Yeah, I have a feeling that's just really, really good here. So he's actually going to withdraw the Kilowattrel into, what, his own Goldengo? If it's anything but the Goldengo, that just goes down. Yeah, okay, so that's going to go down. It's interesting that they wanted to keep the Kilowattrel alive. Honestly, I think I would have wanted to sack off the Kilowattrel rather than the Hydreigon. We are Terra. We're terastallizing the Sylveon here into water. Okay, I think that'll still actually take it out. I believe I still go first. But terastallizing into water is not a bad move by any respect, but that Haze is going to take out that Throat Spray. And the Make It Rain is going to do how much? A bajillion damage? Okay, so that's not quite going to take out the Sylveon, but that's okay. It was a critical hit on that what's his face? Yeah, there goes the Murkrow, unfortunately. I can just bring in the Palafin here. Because I believe that the Hydreigon outspeeds the Goldengo. But what it doesn't outspeed is a Choice Scarfed Palafin Hero. So, I believe I can actually flip out here as well. Yeah. I like that. And then we've got something to do against the Kilowattrel later as well, so we'll just flip turn again into that. And then we'll hit... Can I just hit a Nasty Plot here? Yes. Yes? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You're not the boss of me. I don't think it was a bad play. That's going to take out the Hydreigon. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Bye, Hydreigon. Bye, Dragon. Palafin went back to Pokesports, as it does, and we'll bring out the Tyranitar next. It seems like a rather silly decision, but I don't think the Sylveon would go for a Terra Blast against my Palafin slot. I think if anything, it'll just go for another Hyper Voice. Yeah, and that's going to hit my Tyranitar. It's going to be super effective, but it's also going to trigger my weakness policy. So thank you for that. Now, I think the right thing to do here is actually going to be to protect the Tyranitar and go for a Make It Rain. Anyway, here comes the Kilowattrel back out. I definitely believe that my Goldango should be able to take it out right now, but just actually, what should I do here? Hold up. There's only one more turn of Tailwind. And I fear the Kilowattrel will actually outspeed. And why is that? Because it has like a ton of speed, does it not? Yeah, that's 125. That's gonna have to be a Rock Slide, huh? Well, we hope for the best. We're just hitting the spread moves right now and hoping for the best. Gonna protect. Okay, well, this Make It Rain is gonna be... Okay. Why? Do I still lose my special attack? Oh man, that should have been if that was a Dragon Dance, then things would have been so good, but we don't live in that world. We don't live in those problems. Anyway, all of the non-My teamers are going to take that sand damage. Tailwind's going to Peter. Oh, I see why this is a good choice. Okay, because now the Kilowattrel can go for a Tailwind super fast, and then the Sylveon can... Yeah, okay. I think you got me. Well, yeah, I think this is all I can do. Oh, nice choice. Nice choice. The Tailwind happens. The Wind Power happens. The Sylveon moves next. Hyper Voice is going to KO both of them. Not both of them! Goldango! Please. There's a chance. There's a chance. Goldango! Do it. Make it rain. No! Wait, yes, this is good. Special attack's gonna fall. Kilowattrel's gonna fall. Sand is gonna chip. Palafin. Oh yeah. Wait, I have Palafin in the back. I totally forgot about Palafin. Oh, this is great. Okay, Palafin's gonna come out. That's a Choice Scarf Palafin. Is sand subsiding? No, it's not, right? No. Oh, it's great. We're just gonna go for an Ice Punch here on that. Let's hit him with a Protect. Yeah, let's just go with the Protect here. So Sylveon's going down this turn, right? The Palafin should outspeed the Garchomp even in... I don't know about that, actually. Even in Tailwind? No. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. Wow. Just going for broke against the Sylveon there. That's painful. Oh, poor guy. Well, Sylveon's gone. I think Sylveon probably could have gone before the Palafin there, but, you know, that's okay if not. So the Life Orb Garchomp's going to lose a bit, and then the Ice Punch is going to take it out. Okay. Oh, that was great. I did not expect that game to go exactly how it did. You know what? I totally forgot that there were just 2 Pokemon left on either side. Forgot that they had a Garchomp in the back. Forgot that I had a Palafin in the back. But, you know, everything just kind of worked out for itself at the end. So that's just how the game of Pokemon goes sometimes, you know? Because here I am sitting in front of the camera. I'm talking at the camera, trying to explain my thought process. If we were at a tournament, you know what I would have? A pen and paper. So folks, that was a fun game 3. Let's go into the rental code. Let's give you a little update on Violence. And let's get you going for the day. Here we go. And here it is, folks. Here is the updated Violence team with Farigiraf, Tyranitar, Goldango, Palafin, Garchomp, and Murkrow. Again, you know what? When you have a team where you can actively choose all 6 of your Pokemon, I feel like it's a pretty good team, right? And this might just be because I am the creator of that team, that I'm figuring like, okay, this is what I use for this is what I use for this. And when you use other rental teams, right, like you just kind of see your core 4 and you're like, I'm going to use that for everything. But for me, for this team, I love it. I find so many uses for it all the time. The Garchomp with the Terra Steel for the Iron Heads, you do a lot of damage, and I actually have been using the Earthquake this time around. So feels like it's a little bit better than, say, the Dragon Claw that it had previously. Palafin, oh my gosh, Palafin. The fact that it's so good in Zero mode and just becomes even better in Hero mode makes so the Choice Scarf is actually just fine. I find that I'm actually flip turning out often enough even when I'm in Hero mode, right? Just because the rest of the team is so versatile. The Tyranitar as well, the Terra Rock, I haven't actually used that often, so maybe I'll consider swapping that out, but I feel like I'm not a good enough player to use Dragon Dance, you know, especially with Tyranitar. I feel like, you know, you can get ahead of so many bad situations just by hitting a single Dragon Dance, like in that one battle earlier with the Kilowattrel and the Sylveon, who hit the Protect at the same time. Like that would have been a perfect time to Dragon Dance, and I feel so sad that I didn't do it, but that's all right. The Farigiraf is great for locking down Sylveons, locking down Trick Rooms. It's cool that it locks down an entire genre and also one specific Pokemon that's kind of dominating the meta a little bit. And then the Murkrow with Prankster and Focus Sash. That Focus Sash for next week is 100% going to be Eviolite, because you folks have convinced me of that in the comment section, saying, you know, don't sleep on Murkrow with two times its defenses. It's actually pretty good. And I believe that now. I played with enough rental codes. Murkrow is also great for the Haze and for the Tailwind. Using Haze on Sylveon on its what's it called, Throat Spray, is just so good. And then Foul Play just does a ton of damage because it uses the enemy's attack stat against it. So it doesn't actually matter that Murkrow doesn't have that much damage to it. And then Goldango's Goldango. Don't worry about Goldango. I'm always going to keep Nasty Plot on it after today. I was considering swapping that out for a Thunderbolt because my team didn't have any electric coverage, but here it really it was good as gold, as it says. And then Metal Coat is just great. A couple people have said that Metal Coat is a weird choice on Goldango, or that they haven't seen Metal Coat before, and I agree with that. A lot of people haven't used Metal Coat for something like this, but it's great. Steel moves up by 20%, especially when you're teared. Can't lose. Anyway, folks, this has been the team. I've been Mike. I played with 2 Pokemon on the field. Have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.